welcome back to the channel, guys. Farm Sim Snowy here. So it is Thursday the 9th of December. We've got some more mods, only 5 today, so not as stressful for me, but they are still coming, which is great news for us. So first up we have these. There's 2 in this pack, and this is the Kotte Garant pack by VertexDezign. Both 7 slots. I've got 3 out on display just to show you the different configurations. They are obviously slurry tankers or spreaders, so you can find these in the store under tools and under slurry tanks. We go right to the end. We've got the Garant PT 16,000, which is 16,000 litre capacity. Requires 150 horsepower to pull, and it says 30 metre spread width on there, and it runs at 10 miles per hour. Will hold digestate or slurry. And then we've got the Garant PT 20,000, which is 20,000 litre capacity, requires 200 horsepower, and again it says 30 metres working width there. So the 20,000 one is 88,000 base price, and the 16,000 is 66,000. They've both got the same configuration, so I'll just show you the one. So this is a 16,000 litre one. We've got a few options. We can have the configuration, so if I go around the back, you can have the gooseneck distributor. Now, interestingly enough, if you're on this option, it doesn't say anything on the left about the spread width. So whether it is 30 meters in this configuration still, I'm not sure. But as soon as we go across to 30 meter boom distributor, the 30 meter working width appears on the left. So I'm not sure. So if you have it on gooseneck, I'm not sure it's going to be 30 meters or not, but it is there. So as you can see, the boom distributor puts another 28,000 on our price. And then we can have the 3-point hydraulic, which means you can hook up to some of the slurry distributors that are in the store. I'll show you a couple of them in a minute. I've got one out on display as well. So that's going to cost you another 10 grand if you do that. The gooseneck is going to cost you 0. Wheel brands, we can change from Trelleborg, BKT, VertexDezign, Michelin, Mitas, and back to Trelleborg. Trelleborg, it's standard or wide tyres. BKT, standard or wides. VertexDezign, standard and wides. Michelin, you've guessed it, standard and wides. And then Mitas, we can't change up, and then we're back to Trelleborg. Main colour, we can change that from anything on there, darker green, black or silver. We can change the rim colour from silver to black and to red, like so. We do have a license plate option if you want to. So pretty cool. And like I say, they're same configurations as you can see across both of them, like so. Oh, that was what I was going to show you. These are the slurry distributors. So if you go for the 3-point hitch, you can hook up to these fellas. These are a little bit trickier to back in, but we have got some easier ones like so. So that is what you'll be able to do there. So this was the gooseneck one. As you can see, they're nicely detailed. Lovely chunky wheels on there. I think that's just the standard wheels as well, so they look very nice and chunky. All the pipe there. This pipe does fold out, which I'll show you in a second. And I went for the 16,001 in the black with the red wheels. 3-point hitch on there because we're going to hook up to this guy. And then the one at the end was the 30 meter boom. I think that's the 20,000 litre one, like so. So where's my tractor gone? There it is. So I'll hook up to the 16,000 one first. And there's a couple of things first. If I do L1 and right stick up and down, as you can see, that moves that pipe at the front up and down. So you can simulate that you're pulling up and filling up from your slurry tank or your digestate distributor at the BGA, something like that. R1 and right stick up and down, it moves the drawbar so you can go up a little bit, raises it up and down, which is quite cool. Nothing in L1 and R1. If we reverse up to this fella behind, we get the symbol. We can now hook that up, the pipe attaches and everything at the back, which is pretty cool. And then obviously we can unfold that now and use that as our distributor. So pretty cool. Let's unhook that because, oh, that's a bit top heavy or back heavy, should I say, for that. Never mind. We'll hook up to this guy. Same thing with the pipe at the front, we can move that about, and the drawbar is exactly the same. But if we unfold this, it should fold out. I might have to go back a little bit, like so. That's pretty cool. So that was the Kotte Garant pack by VertexDezign. Moving on from there, we have this, which is the Duevelsdorf Balefork by Labele, TW Modding and Blackfox. This is 2 slots on console, and obviously it is a bow spike, hence why we have a bow there. Now this is front loader only, so you can find this under tools, and if we go to front loader tools, right to the very end, there it is. 780 to buy, no options, so you can only find this in the front loader tools. It's not under telehandlers or anything like that, skid steers, just front loader like so. So we'll hook up to the tractor. If I can line up properly, there we go. And then we've got a straw bale in front of us, just to show you that it does work, like so. It doesn't slide about, it's just your normal standard tilt, like so. Pretty cool. So that is the Duevelsdorf Balefork by Labele, TW Modding and Blackfox. Next up we have this. This is the Selfmade 800 kilogram weight, also by Labele and TWD Modding, but no mention of Blackfox on this one. Obviously it is a weight, a self-made one. So this one you can find under tools and underweights, right to the end. 800 to buy, there's no options, it is what it is. Pretty plain looking, but quite cheap to buy. Now, one thing I did notice is when I bought this weight over on that tractor, when I detached it, it fell to the ground, flipped over upside down, and this bit sticking up here was in the ground, and I had to literally run over it a few times with the tyres on the tractor to try and flip it back upright again. So you may just want to be careful if you're detaching, maybe lower it before you detach it, like so. So that was the Selfmade 800 kilogram weight by Labele, TWD Modding. Moving on from there, we have a Farmhouse. This is a very nice looking one. It's a lot bigger than the standard in-game one as well. So this is Farmhouse by Rajot GPLAY. It's 9 slots on console. Very cool, as you can see. Very nice detail. Even down to the little bit missing there. Bit scuffed up. Lived in. Lovely little attic room there. We can go up around here, all the way round and down. Can't go in any of the doors, but if you come up to the main steps here, we've got our sleep trigger, which obviously we can choose when to wake up now in the game. So pretty cool. I like that, it gives us another option. So this you'll find in your build mode under buildings, come along to the end into farmhouses. So this is the standard in-game one, 150,000 that is, but this one is 120,000. And like I say, 9 slots. It says 2 there because obviously I have one placed down. So there you go. You can spin it around, do whatever you want, like so. No options of changing the colours or anything like that, but there we go. That is the Farmhouse by Rajot. GPLAY, sorry. Next up is Invisible. I thought it'd be easier to show you in the store, but it is a mod called Seeding Options by FS22 mods. And basically, if you have this installed and we go into the store, go to our seeders, it changes a lot of, not all, it's not all of these seeders and planters in game, it's just some of them, but it changes all of these, or some of these should I say, contradicting myself, it changes some of these to direct drills. So pretty cool. So these are all the standard in games, but as we start moving across, there you go at the bottom of this Nordsten, it says Seeding Options mod. So, and up the top it now says, additionally this seeder offers the possibility to seed directly. No previous cultivating or ploughing is necessary. So all these ones from this point onwards will all be direct drill. And what else is cool is if you have a fertilizer option on their seeder or planter, like this Pottinger one, as you can see down the bottom, it's got the symbol there for seed and fertilizer. It says 4,000 litre capacity. So basically that means you can split the seed and the fertilizer between that 4,000. So you can put a bit of each in there if you want. But with this mod downloaded, as well as making it a direct drill, configuration says there fertilization active, but we can turn it to inactive. So what that will now do is if you have it to inactive, it knocks out the fertilizer option, and that 4,000 litre capacity for this seeder will solely be for seeds. So you can fill this right up, 4,000 litres of seeds if you want to. You can leave it as fertilizer as well as seeds if you want, or you can turn it off. But it says on the description on the mod hub, you need to be aware that you should have your worker buying or refilling fertilizer switched off. So if you don't know what I mean by that, if we go into our options, is it these ones? If we come down to the AI workers section, where it says fertilizer, you need to have that off. Because even if you have the fertilizer inactive, if you've got this switched on, the workers will refill it with fertilizer regardless. That's what it says on the description on the mod hub. So if we go back in here, we'll go across to planters. Again, these are all the standard in-game ones. We move across, we start getting into the seeding options ones, and it says, as you can see, they're all going to be direct drill, and these ones have got the fertilizer option as well, and we can have that inactive or active. So whatever you fill it up with, if it's just seeds, it will fill it up solely with seeds. Now, as you can see, this doesn't have a fertilizer option, so we can't do it that one, but that will be a direct drill. And we've also got the front tank there, the Lemkin Solitaire 23, so that can be filled up with seeds or fertilizer as well, which is pretty cool because the standard in-game one is just fertilizer only. So you can even put this on the front and you can have another 2,000 litres of seeds if you want to. So that is pretty cool. I like that mod. And obviously the slot count there will obviously depend on what seeder or planter you use. So for instance, this Lemkin Azarit 9 is 12 slots, and this Amazon one is 9 slots as well. So all depends on what seed or planter you go with for the slot count. But I think that's going to be a very handy and useful mod for most people. And I think that is it for today. So I hope you have all enjoyed the mod reviews today. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.